Ukraine has launched a rare cross-border ground assault into Russian territory, according to the Kremlin. If the reports are confirmed by Ukraine, it would be one of the largest military incursions by Ukraine since the beginning of 2022. Joining us live from the European Studies Centre at ANU is Associate Professor Dr. Matthew Sussex. Good to see you, Matt, as always. What do you read into this news of a surprise assault? What do we know about what's actually taken place?
Yeah, look, it's really interesting, Ash, that on this occasion, it seems to be much bigger than previous raids that have been launched across the Ukrainian border, and by different people too. Previously, it's been ethnic Russian, anti-Putin groups like the Russian Legion that have been involved, but this time it looks like it is main Ukrainian ground forces and using tanks as well, attacking in quite large numbers. Even the Kremlin says that there are over 1,000 involved. And there are some suggestions that the Ukrainians have managed to advance 10, 15, possibly even 20 kilometres into Russian territory. And one report just recently suggests that they control about 90 square kilometres of Russian territory. So certainly unexpected, certainly something that the Russians didn't see coming, and something that it seems that Ukraine's friends and partners didn't see coming either, because the only word really out of the United States has been that they will urgently seek clarification from the Ukrainian side as to why they've launched this assault.
Matt, is there any end in sight to this conflict? It's really dragging on. You've really got a feel for those bearing the brunt of this war.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, that's perhaps one of the reasons why Ukraine has decided to push into Russia at the moment. There are a couple of theories on this. One is that it was intended to draw away Russian troops that were going to be flung into the meat grinder on the front, because the Russians have managed to make some territorial gains in Ukraine, significant ones over the last couple of days. And there is a concern that the Ukrainians are just simply running out of manpower. The other reason could also be, and this is just speculation, that perhaps the Ukrainians are trying to seize Russian territory to trade it in the event of peace talks. But I think there is a sign of weariness on both sides. Even though Russia has basically more personnel to throw at the conflict, morale amongst the Russian army is not good. And in Ukraine, of course, there's more to fight for. There's basically your homeland and your freedoms. And one report that came out of the zone that the Ukrainians had seized had a Russian resident saying, "Well, what do we do now?" And the Ukrainian serviceman saying, "Well, you learn the Ukrainian language and prepare for a referendum."
Goodness. Dr. Matthew Sussex, always appreciate your insights. Thank you.
Thanks, Ash.